Hey, Steve Mullen here. Wanted to remind you of Cold Turkey Mountain Bike Fest coming up November 15th through 17th. For the enduro this year, we have added 3 new stages. Instead of a 3-stage event, it's now going to be a 5-stage event with 3 of those being brand new stages. So today I'm going to take on a little ride and show you what those 3 new stages are. Alright, this is stage 3. It starts with a nice, fast, wide open sprint. Can get really loose through here, especially this turn right here into the woods, and then speeds are still going to remain really fast through here. Got a little bit of rocks, but it's not bad. We're just cruising right now. Another dry corner into here. You got a little bit of a rock booter here you can hit if you want to get some style. Down into this ravine. Here's some chunky roots. Rocks get pretty chunky here, and then you got some rock ledges. All this ravine down. And then here you've got a technical rock section. And that's the end. Short and sweet, but super fast. So this is the finish area of stage 3. I wanted to show this real quick. It can be a little intimidating to some riders. On my left right now, you've got some pretty good size ledges that we're looking at. You can completely roll down these as long as you've got that technical skill. None of these are mandatory drops, but it does get a little bit steep. Now if you go to this side here, that is kind of a beeline that will go around, and you've got less aggressive ridges that you can come down. But these, if you're carrying good speed, you can kind of gap into this, or just lean back and just let the bike do its thing, and you'll roll right down this. It's not a problem at all. But if you don't carry enough speed, you might get hung up a little bit on that first one. So I just wanted to show that. Looks a little more intimidating from the top, but it's not bad. So now we're up above the ending section on stage 3. You can see as you come out of the chute here, if you want to do the beeline, you're going to want to go on the left here. If you take the right, then you're going to be hitting the ledges. Compared to that, just flows down real nice. Still got some chunky rocks at the bottom that you got to deal with, but definitely a lot more chill on the left side. All right, we're now at the top of stage 4. Stage 4 starts with a lot of chunky rocks, and it's a little tight, a little narrow through some of the trees, so line choice is going to be kind of key on this stage. Dumps out of the trees, you got a little bit of a sprint out in the open, and then you're back into some tight switchbacks, rocks. It's a really fun stage. It's a tough one to carry a lot of speed through, but if you get your lines just right, it's a pretty fast stage, and it's a lot of fun. So let's go check it out. Hello. Steve's already taken over on this one. Right away, a lot of sharp rocks and roots. And we're just cruising. Some trail crossing here. Sprint out in the open. Now once you get into here, it tightens up real tight for this corner, and we got rocks on the inside, so be careful. It's hard to get pedals in with all the rocks. Slightly off-camber corner with rocks, makes it fun. Pump through these. should have finished through here. At stage 4. So just a fun little fact, stage 4 ends kind of right in the middle of the original free ride spot that we had here at Turkey Mountain that I helped build back in the early 2000s. We had a bunch of wood features all throughout this area, and then on this little ridge line we had several wood drops, including coming right off of this area. I know you can't see this on video, but we had a really big kind of trail road gap off of this and landed way down into the woods right there. I've got some really old video of that. I think I posted it to my Instagram a long time ago, but just kind of cool. I know there's a lot of new riders that come out here now, and a lot of people I talked to never even knew that all this stuff was out here, so pretty cool. All right, this is stage 5. Now I think this is going to be one stage that kind of separates some of the close times. I think it's going to favor a rider that has a little more fitness, a little harder on the pedals. So you've got a long flat sprint. It's slightly downhill, so the speeds get pretty high. But right now it's super dry, it's super loose. But again, to ride this fast, you're going to be on the pedals hard. So you got to save some legs, because then it gets into the trees, gets into the rocks, and then it kind of really slows down. So really loose flat corner here, got some rocks. Shoot back into the woods here. Up on these rocks. And then through the trees. Really tight through those trees. And then it gets chunky and pedally. So here's where you gotta stay on the gas, power through. Always mess it up right there. Stay low. Stay right here, and then take a left. This will all be taped off, and then it gets pretty spicy. It gets steep and loose. On the brakes hard, and they got a big G out through some rocks. Another G out. Flat corner. You dive right into here. Got some rocks. A ravine. Another G out. Rocks. Over these. Tight, get down here through these rocks and through the finish. So you got to kind of strategize how you want to run that one, because it's a lot of fitness at the beginning of that to get through all that clean and fast. Alright, so this is the Boomtown stage, and it has changed enough since last year. I'll go ahead and show you guys. So it starts on Boomtown, and then it peels off into the enduro section of the trail, which I believe they're calling Dino Juice now. So fast and flowy at the top. Got the metal fiber. How you doing? You come in this berm, hard left. So this is the same as last year up until about this point. Now we're going to go up and over these rocks. There's a V-line on the left, and you've got to drop here. Super loose. Now this is all new here. I've only ridden this a couple times. It's been a long time. I've been on this trail. And I think I've only ridden the bottom once. Interesting. Turkey Mountain is so dry right now. Over this flyover, maybe turn out into here. Been doing a lot of work in here. They're actually in here this morning before I could get out here, working on the bottom. Well, it's really good now. And it's gonna be a hard sprint out. Not sure where they're finishing it, but that's the Boomtown stage. Can't remember if that's 1 or 2. But cool thing about cold turkey, doesn't matter what order you run the stages in. You can run them in any order you want, and you can run them as many times as you want. So you got a bad run, go up and do it again. So it's kind of an open format, party format. So we're all just about having a good time out here. Hope you guys enjoy.